What's up, Aries? Yeah, man. Why somebody randomly text me last night talking about, oh, I'm an Aries and God brought me your way? No, the fuck he didn't. Like, why people always fucking playing with me every day? I'm like, is this like some sort of sick joke or something? Talking about you got my number from an email, bitch. No, no, the fuck you didn't. I have never, ever, ever posted none of my numbers on no social media. So I'm like, yeah, here go people like playing on my phone on some weird shit, and I'm like, okay, what the fuck is this? And actually, I was like, oh, you sound very stalkerish, very. Like, what the fuck is this? Yeah, Ten of Swords. That ended very fairly quickly. Is no, don't play with me. If you want to approach me or talk to me, you got to come to me as yourself, period. Don't come to me as no fake person or no fake page or the shit is weird. No, thank you. Okay. I will not entertain that. All right. And we got the Queen of Wands and the Three of Cups. There you go, Aries. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Yep. I feel like you going out to have drinks or something. Or I see like you drinking, or I see you with like a group of females. This could be like family members, or this could be like friends or something like that. Okay. So I see you just out fine as hell and you sipping, you drinking, you having a good time. Six of Cups, yeah. So I feel like this could be like family, maybe family you haven't seen in a long time. All right, or maybe family you don't really get to be around. And I feel like, yeah, and I feel like y'all linking up the sun. Okay, something is very like happy. I see like happiness and laughter and like a really good time, Aries. Okay, I see you getting like some communication. Somebody texting you. You got a text, Aries. Somebody just text you or something, or maybe some texts slow down. Nine of Wands. Maybe this could be like with your nigga or something, or somebody you involved with. Maybe you not texting them back. They're like, why you not texting me back, Aries? What you doing, Aries? Knight of Swords. What you doing, Aries? I feel like you getting some money or something. Or maybe you got the bag, Aries. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles. Just period. Feel like you got a big bag, Aries. Alright. If you don't, I feel like you bring in that wealth. Maybe your job. Maybe you something you do for work. It caused you to be wealthy, or it's wealth around you. I feel like even if you're not seeing this wealth at this time, I feel like it's coming, like because it's around you, or maybe you got the credentials for it, or certificates, degrees, whatever. Okay, it's like, yeah, I'ma always be wealthy, or I'ma always have money. Maybe people could think like you broke, like, oh, that Aries broke, or that Aries ain't got no money. But I feel like you certified in something. Feel like you gonna always have money. So maybe you not working like the best of job right now. Maybe your job ain't the best. But I feel like you didn't go to this job for the money. I feel like you went to gain more resources, or you went to gain more knowledge, or you went to gain more certificates. Maybe this job bought you two other certificates on top of the one that you had. So it's like, I'm very wealthy. Don't get it twisted. I'm very wealthy. I got the bag, period. Even if it's not in my hand in the physical right now, I feel like you got the bag, Aries. You surrounded by wealth, just period. Don't never let a motherfucker tell you broke because you paid your bills. Yeah, I feel like maybe you got bills paid up until like July and August and shit like that. So it's like, yeah, my money is kind of low, but I don't have to pay a bill all the way up until August type shit. I feel like that's what you be on, Aries. Like, yeah, maybe my money low, but I don't have to pay these two bills for a whole 6 months type shit. So I don't know. I just feel like people need to find them something safe to do. Period. I feel like they too much in your fucking business. And I feel like you gonna give it to them. I feel like you gonna bring the smoke. Just period. And I feel like Aries, as long as you can go to work every day, I feel like you ain't never broke. You ain't never broke. I feel like that money always coming in. I feel like that money always coming through. I feel like that direct deposit. We back, Aries? Oh, I'm so glad it resumed. Okay, hold on. Dead smack in the middle of me talking. My phone just went dead. I was like, wow, okay. Let's see. Let me finish this. I forgot what I was saying. But the Empress and the Strength. I know I was saying something about like work or you being wealthy or your job or something. The Empress and the Strength. I feel like you carry a lot of power, Aries. Just period. And I feel like you can manifest whatever you want. And I feel like that's why you do things slow and steady. I feel like, I don't know, maybe people think you should just be making like thousands and thousands of dollars because of the field that you're in. And I feel like maybe you've been there, done that. Maybe you have made like $1,500, $1,600 every 2 weeks or every week or whatever. Like, and I feel like, I don't know, I feel like you went back, or maybe you went to a pay decrease, but you went back. And it's crazy because although you went towards a pay decrease, I feel like you gained two more certificates out of that pay decrease. So, and then I actually feel like you really enjoy what you do. I feel like it ain't got nothing to do with the money. I feel like that's why people think that you got in this field because of the money, and I feel like it ain't got nothing. I feel like you ain't making nowhere as much as you going to be making. At this moment, I feel like the little money that you make now, it ain't gonna be shit compared to what you gonna have in your future. I feel like and y'all know, they say slow and steady wins the race. I feel like that's what you be on, Aries. You like, yeah, I'm not in a rush. Like, I'm trying to gain knowledge. I'm trying to make sure I'm able to be resourceful in this field. I'm trying to make sure I'm prepared for this field. I'm trying to make sure I have all the knowledge I can gain while I can gain it. And I feel like that's what you focus on. I feel like the money is going to come, period. I feel like it has no choice. The money is going to come. That's not your worry. I feel like you're not even worried about that because you already know what you got coming. Okay, so I don't know. Maybe people is just like really in your business. The Magician and the Three of Cups. I feel like it's like maybe like a group of women or something. I feel like they're like, oh, you're supposed to be making it. Like, bitch, how you gonna tell me what my pocket should be looking like? Is you worried about your own pockets? But it's crazy because I feel like the same people that's worried about your pockets, they don't have like nothing to find. They don't have no type of resources. They don't have no type of certificates. They don't have no type of degrees, no nothing. But they worried about what's in your pockets. It's like, bitch, where your certificates at? Where your degrees at? What do you have going on for yourself? Why the fuck you worried about what's in my pockets? It's like, what do you have to show for your life? Because Aries, I feel like you already know what you bringing to the table. It ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it. You already know what you putting in your pockets. And then it's crazy because I feel like the certificates you got, you can get streams of incomes out of all three of those certificates. I feel like they in the same field, but I feel like it's different resources. So I'm hearing like multiple streams of income. Maybe you have multiple streams of income at this moment. Maybe you have two, maybe two or three incomes. Maybe from those certificates, maybe you have two different incomes coming in from two of those certificates. But then once you get to talking about like what you succeeded in and your certificates and shit, it's like, oh fuck you in your certificates, but bitch, you worried about what's in my pocket. So I'm gonna let you know. You want to know so bad. How about I tell you? You so thirsty. How about I give you some water? How about I quench your thirst? Since you so in my pockets, let me break it down for you and tell you like, yeah, I got two streams of incomes from two of my certificates. What's up? What else do you need to know, or what do you want to know, or what's up? Why you in my pockets? Exactly. My point exactly. 10 of Pentacles. I feel like you got it. Just period. And I feel like this something can't nobody take from you ever. I feel like this a lifestyle for you. This I feel like this shit is like whatever you have. I feel like it lasts a lifetime. It lasts forever for the rest of your life. I feel like you gonna have these. Maybe shit, maybe even more. Cause knowing you, I feel like Aries, you always on go 12-12. Maybe you gonna add a few more certificates on along the way. You like, yeah, I'm not like rack these certificates up, rack them up. You will never be broke. You will never be broke, Aries. Never. And I feel like your money is just gonna grow and grow and grow and grow and grow. And then I also feel like even these companies, I feel like if these companies is like lowballing or if they not paying you your worth, I feel like they even back to I feel like they company gonna take a hit once you leave. Just period. Cause I feel like once you leave, it's gonna be like a revolving door. I feel like everybody gonna be no, I'm not making shit here. Let me get up out of here. I feel like people are just gonna come and leave, come and leave, come and leave, come and leave. I feel like the company is gonna be so fucking unstable just by them trying to like play you in some sort of way or not give you your worth or not paying you like I feel like the job that you at now, I feel like you overly qualified, Aries. I feel like you overly qualified for this job that you are working at now. I feel like you very overqualified. Yeah, I see you walking away from it though. Just period. And it's crazy, and I feel like you walking right to that bank. I feel like you're gonna be laughing all the way to the bank. 10 of Pentacles. I feel like once you leave this job or whatever, I feel like you're gonna walk right into wealth, or wealth is coming right your way. Just period. This whole reading has been about you being wealthy, Aries. I guess people jealous because you wealthy for real. They want to call you broke. They want to say you a broke bitch. But in reality, in real life, you wealthy. You very wealthy. And I feel like maybe it's not like material money. I feel like on paper, you very wealthy. And I also feel like you can take your resources wherever you go. Even if you decide to like leave the country, the city, whatever. I feel like wherever you go, these this qualification or these credentials, they follow you everywhere you go. Let's see. Any more messages for Aries? There you go, Aries. Queen of Wands. You came out in the beginning and you coming out again. You like, yeah. It is what the fuck it is. Alright. What's the Queen of Wands here? What's this Queen of Wands energy? Ten of Pentacles. I cannot make this shit up, Aries. I feel like you wealthy. Or you got the bag. I don't know. Like, something about your wealth is just, it's the topic of conversation. The Empress, the Tower. How is that Aries just living a life, or how can they afford to pay all those bills? And because I feel like you pay your bills up. So I feel like since your bills are paid, I feel like your paychecks is like free money or something like that. Something is free money. I feel like you got free money coming in. A lot of it. Just because you pay bills up for like some months. So I feel like the checks that you have coming in, they just free money. Whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to use it for. But I feel like you probably still going to end up putting it on more bills to stay ahead. You're like, yeah, maybe I do have like a low bank account now, but I feel like every bill in your house is paid. Every single last one of them. It's either paid off or it's paid up for months. Anything else for you, Aries? The Empress, just period. But like, how do that Aries just sit pretty and just mind their business and this and that, and how you don't have to work so hard, Aries? I feel like these people in relationships and they still struggling, Aries. I feel like it's the same people that's like in these relationships or they got partners, and I feel like they still in the struggle. I feel like something is still hard. I feel like bills still not getting paid. How your bills not getting paid and you in a relationship? It's two of y'all. And the rent ain't getting paid. Duke about to get cut off and it's two of y'all. I don't get that. But you broke, Aries. You broke. You the broke one, Aries. But these people struggling, and it's two. It's two of y'all. How you struggling and it's two of y'all? I thought two heads was better than one. And I feel like the jealousy come from because I feel like you pay all your bills by yourself and maybe you not struggling, Aries. Maybe you not in a struggle. Yeah, and I feel like these people in relationships, they in a struggle. They struggling bad too. I feel like the struggle is bad. Maybe because these people, maybe I don't know. I feel like the bitches spend the money on hair, nails, and makeup, and I feel like the men, they spend their money on hoes. They trick with hoes, so that's why the bills not getting paid, or that's why the bills is behind. And here you go, Aries. You by yourself. You a loner. And here you go, paying up your bills all the way up until August. And these people, they about to get kicked out or some shit. Both of them together. Like, it's two of y'all together. And you still get kicked out? Okay. don't know, Aries. I just feel like these people need to go find them something better off to do. Like, oh, that Aries is broke, 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 broke. Here y'all is struggling, 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 struggling. Bitch, you probably done sold all the food stamps and ain't no food in there for the kids. The lights damn near about to get cut off. The motherfucking it's an eviction notice at the door, and I ain't even like speaking down on nobody, but it's like, please don't look down on me, and you can't even afford to pay your bills, and you with somebody. Like, yeah, find you something safe to do or something like that. Maybe these men do get these women the money to pay the bills, but I feel like they spend it on hair and nails. They spend it on looking good versus then paying the bills or making sure they have a roof over their head. But I hear laugh now, cry later. I feel like something is funny until it's not. It's like, bitch, please don't come for me and you ain't even paying your bills. Like, what the fuck? Every time you turn around, you getting kicked out. And you got the nerve to be coming for somebody who pays their bills? Make it make sense. You right. You can't compete with me, or this ain't no competition. Justice. Just period. Okay, Aries. This was kind of a like slightly toxic read, but Aries, I feel like you ain't got no. I feel like you on your shit, Aries. I feel like you very polished. Even if you is like alone, or even if you is single, I feel like you very, very, very fucking polished. I feel like your shit is together, bills paid, and it's like, yeah, find y'all something safe to do because this ain't it. All right, I'll holler at y'all. Bye.